heart-racing moments as an American Eagle plane makes an emergency landing at Tulsa International Airport tonight. It's a story we first brought you as breaking news at 6. Good evening, I'm Karen Lorsom. 2 News bringing you live team coverage of those terrifying moments. We begin our coverage with 2 Works For You reporter Joe Hinkey. He's live at the airport tonight. Joe?
Well, Karen, after the pilot on board declared an emergency, which I'm told tonight is still under investigation, American Airlines Flight 3235 landed here at Tulsa International tonight. Now, the plane took off from Dallas-Fort Worth around 5:27, and that emergency call came out on its way to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. A spokeswoman with Tulsa International tells me the pilot contacted the airport here, reporting an odor in the cabin mid-flight, and less than 10 minutes later made an emergency landing. Here is a statement from American Airlines. The plane, a CRJ-700 operated by Envoy, landed safely with 63 passengers and 4 crew members on board. No injuries reported. Passengers deplaned safely and were transported to the terminal building. And an American Airlines spokeswoman, as I said, the odor on board still being investigated. But after all those passengers made it to the terminal, 2 Works For You reporter Liz Bryan talking with them. Liz, they sound frustrated. What were they saying about this flight?
Well, Joe, you mentioned the odor. The passengers told me they didn't smell anything, they didn't see anything, they didn't hear anything. So that was their main frustration. It took them 2 hours to figure out what was going on, what happened to the plane, and what to do next, especially where they were going to go and where their bags were. Now, tonight they are staying in a nearby hotel for free, thanks to American Airlines, and they're going to get on the next flight first thing tomorrow morning, a direct flight at 9:30 to Cedar Rapids.
All right, so this is the airplane that we just did an emergency landing off this airplane. American Airlines. We're now in Tulsa. We should be in Cedar Rapids.
From the runway to the waiting room at Tulsa International Airport.
You know, all of us are getting off an airplane, running into a field, and then being told to come back toward the airplane when we don't know if the airplane's explode or what. I mean, we didn't know what was going on.
Dwayne Frazier relives that moment on this American Eagle plane, while others alert family on their cell phones.
We could tell that it was descending quickly because, you know, your ears are popping and it's rapid descent. But a smooth landing. I mean, nothing scary with the landing.
Well, as soon as I heard, you know, about certain crash procedures and look at the card and, you know, maybe you want to put your head between your legs, I was like, oh, whoa, this is serious.
John Clark on his way to a job interview in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, first thing Tuesday morning.
They're going to have to get a big dose of how I do it when I just wing it, because I had planned on doing some preparation tonight. So I'm just going to, you know, have to get up and do my presentation just kind of on the fly. So we'll see how it goes.
We are rebooking everybody on tomorrow's flight.
Dwayne says this was actually their 3rd problem tonight. The first plane had a mechanical issue. The next plane made some kind of noise, so they all deplaned. Mechanics looked at it, then they took off. Dwayne says 45 minutes later, the American pilot made an emergency landing.
No, they haven't told us a word. Not anybody. The only people who have told us anything is news people and people coming from other flights saying, yeah, did you hear there was a fire on the cockpit or there's fumes in the cockpit?
Thank God that we're alive. Thank God that everything went well.
Now, during that 8 o'clock meeting with the American Airlines staff, we heard one man ask, hey, are we going to get reimbursed for this flight? What about our money? What about our compensation? The American Airlines workers said you're going to have to call the 1-800 number. Live right now at the airport, Liz Bryant, 2 News Works For You.